What's going on, y'all? It's Cliff with Paint Flamingo Power Wash. I'm back with a brand new video for you guys. Today we're gonna be working in Tarpon Springs, Palm Harbor area. We're gonna be doing a Paver ceiling job for a customer that reached out to me through YouTube, and we booked the job. We're gonna get it done. She had the pavers cleaned about 3 months or so ago, but they didn't seal them. So today we're gonna be doing the whole service. Pavers actually look good, but there's a few spots that's starting to grow out some algae, and we're gonna get those cleaned up. As a courtesy, I am gonna wash down the cage, which the cage is not bad as well. Minor dust. It is oxidized. I see some marks on it already, so we're not gonna disturb that. We're gonna be using a 2-part sealer today, and also the sand. We're gonna sand as needed because I would say 90% of the joints, maybe even 95% of the joints are good to go. So we're gonna sand as needed. So let me show you guys the job. If you haven't yet, subscribe, like, and leave a comment if you got questions. Let's check it out. All right, so let me show you guys the oxidation on the cage. You can see the shade right there. You can see it on my finger as well. So the cage is oxidized. So we're soft washing the cage like we always do. If you guys can pick it up there as well, there's oxidation marks on the top, all the way across the top. Like somebody went crazy up there on that one. Flip this way. I seen some more over here on this one. So the whole cage is oxidized from the past. This is like where the water drips down from the gutters right there. Made a mark on it, but as you guys can see, the pavers are not bad at all. The joints look good. See how good the joints are? But there's a couple that they're just like this one here. How big this joint is. See this joint versus those ones, way different. This one's big too, so I'm gonna fill those up with some sand. Underneath here looks good, but those big joints that's standing out like that, we're gonna put some sand in those as well, because that is way too big right here. So the rest of them look good. As I'm walking around, I'm checking to see. I think I'm just gonna put some SH down, which is chlorine, and then I'm gonna probably use the turbo nozzle just to get the top layer of these pavers clean, get the dust off of them, because there's no algae really on the deck itself. So we'll do that now. I also wash down the cage, like I said. Y'all stay tuned. Now we got the cage treated downstream. We're gonna go ahead and see, this is some rust right there. It's not gonna come out. So we're gonna give it some draw time, and we'll rinse the cage first, then rinse the deck down. This one's gonna be a nice, easy one as far as prepping, because they were already cleaned. So we don't have that much to clean off the pavers, which is very rare. Probably the first time ever for me. Well, we'll get her cleaned up, and we have to let it dry and come back and sand. Like I said, I'm gonna give this some draw time, and then come back and rinse it up. Y'all stay tuned.
Hey, Bon, how much time I got? Look.
All right, you guys, so now everything is rinsed. We're gonna give it some hours to dry, a couple hours to dry. Sun is rising right here behind me, so we should be getting all the sun coming this way. Underneath there might take a little longer, but that's the good thing about using a water-based sealer. Even though it's not dry completely all the way through 100%, you still can seal, and it won't hurt it. Obviously, I won't put sealer on the pavers looking like that this wet, but if you have a couple damp spots, you'll be good to go. So we're gonna give it a few hours. I'm gonna probably go link up with Chris. I'm kind of close to Clean Streaks area, so we're gonna swim by and see if Chris wanna go grab some breakfast. That's our thing, man. We always go out to eat somewhere. So we're gonna come back and show you guys the pavers. So now they're clean. And like I said, when I come back, I'm gonna sand as needed, because you can see a lot of these joints are very, very small. You got a couple that's, you know, normal size, like these are normal size. These are very, very tight. No sand will go in these right here at all. But we can get a little bit of sand in there. So we'll sand as needed. Especially these two. I think these two right here were the one that stood out the most. So we'll fill those up. All right, guys, we'll be back in a few hours. Let me check the time. Let me see. It is 9:32 right now. 9:32. So probably come back around noon and finish up. Shouldn't take no more than about an hour and a half once I get back. Y'all stay tuned. All right, you guys, we're back at the property. Had a little lunch with, I guess brunch with Chris. Good time off, as always, good times. Right now it's 12:07. Pavers are nice and dry, bone dry. We're gonna go ahead and add our sand, like I said, as needed in some spots. Then we'll do our sealer. First coat with a 2-part sealer. We're gonna do a dilution rate of 3:1. So 1 part of sealer mix to 3 parts water. So we'll do 1 gallon of sealer mix to 3 gallons of water. That'll give me 4 gallons. I think 4 gallons might be good enough to get the first coat down. Should be. If not, I'll mix a little bit more in my second coat, which is my top coat. After the flood coat, we'll do a top coat to make it pop, and we'll do a 2-to-1. I use a pop-up sprayer to spray the drains with some water so the sealer doesn't stick to the drains, and I also hit the bottom of the cage as well to make sure that we don't have sealer on the frame, because if sand goes on there, it's gonna get stuck to the bottom of the frame, and it looks very ugly, and sand gets dirty, it looks bad. So I'm also gonna roll the coping with a nap roller. I'll do that first before I start actually applying sealer on the deck. So let's go. So we got nice dry pavers. Getting the sun over here. Dry pavers, man. Shouldn't take too long to get this sanded because we're not doing the whole thing. Only where it's needed. All right, let's go. Okay, now we sanded the joints. Got everything looking good. I'm gonna go do the coping now, all the way around. And then afterwards, I'm gonna start underneath the porch right there where it's covered, so I can give that some time to dry up. This is the area that was really deep earlier. This is what we're looking like now. Looking pretty good. I got my Paver sprayer out. I already got my sealer in the bucket. I'm ready to spray. So under here is sprayed. I went ahead and hit the coping before I started. Like I said, and I also sprayed the drain down with some water so the sealer doesn't stick. That's a good trick if you don't want to tape. Sometimes, you know, when you do your second coat, if the tape is still on there, you know, you don't want to be walking all in there, stepping on the fresh sealer, your second coat. And you know, a lot of the customers don't want to pull them up. They want to call you back out sometimes to pull tape up, and they may be 45 minutes, an hour away. You gotta go back just to pull a piece of tape up. So this is a good way to avoid having to come back, is doing the water. So I'm gonna continue spraying. I'm gonna go ahead and keep coming this way here and working my way out to the door. There's only one door here. Always start away from the door so you have a way to get out. First coat is down. See how the joints are filled from the first coat, which is the flood coat. It's drying up over there. You can see the color already coming out. Oh man, look at that. Yeah, man, this side's looking good already. Give it about 30 minutes and I'm gonna come back and do the second coat. Give you guys a closer look on the inside instead of going through the screen. It's hard to see. I mean, I can see it in person though. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and clean up, put stuff away that I don't need. Got me a trash bag, put everything in there so you don't leave a mess. And I also flush out my pump while I'm waiting, because that hardener will harden the inside that pump. And it's not gonna spray right, so I got some LA's Totally Awesome mixed with some water, and I cycle it through the pump. And I leave the, when I get done flushing it, I leave the solution in the line. I don't squeeze it out. I leave it pressurized. That also helps it from not from the fluid in there not hardening up. All right, y'all stay tuned. All right, you guys, we're back. It's been over 30 minutes, about 35, 40 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and put the second coat down and get this thing to pop. She's looking pretty good so far. Got the coping done, like I said. So it's gonna be a light spray to finish up, and then we'll do a recap. Alright, second coat is down. Same thing here. It's kind of wet right here. Okay, we just did the second coat. I wish they had a second door so you could actually see the other side. She's looking good, good, good. I had to wet down the sides a lot because they have this wall up. Usually pool decks got a small little overhang wall on the outside. This one kind of tall, so I had to rinse it like 2 or 3 times to make sure that the sealer doesn't like stay on top of the sides. So I watered down the whole side with some more water on the outside. I also sprayed the frame also. See, all we got now is just water spots. No sealer. That water trick definitely works. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Well, that's it for the day. One job. I do a lot of paver sealing, and I know I have a lot of videos of it, and it might seem like it's kind of redundant, but the videos on YouTube helps me get a lot of jobs. So you know, somebody learns from it, cool, you know, that's good. But you know, if somebody says, oh, you done did like 10 videos, 20 videos of paver sealing, well, they're bringing me jobs, so I'm gonna keep on doing it because that's how this customer found me. So y'all stay tuned, enjoy the video, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.